Hi everyone, I'm Brian Hageman, and this is a video presentation prepared for our AGB 216 Module 4, and I picked the topic of alternatives to milk. Got milk was the slogan used back in the 1990s by the milk industry to try to promote the sales of milk. The consumption of milk has been slowly going down in the 1980s. And in the 1990s, the industry got together and decided to promote milk. Along with that came the milk mustache, which are celebrities from our friends, Jennifer Aniston and Linda Kudrow, liked showing off their milk mustaches. Even Indiana Jones, our Harrison Ford actor, was paid by the industry, I'm sure with everybody, paid by the industry to be the celebrities to help sell more milk. Now, this was happening at the same time as in the 1990s when fast food markets were popping up on every street corner. And the federal government started issuing reports of high fat in foods and milk to try to combat a little bit of the fast food, unhealthy, high fat food, but also milk got in the way. Now, usually, when you get celebrities to endorse your products, your sales go up. But in this case, the sales didn't go up. Yes, in fact, the sales of milk and the consumption of milk were going down since the 1980s. In the upper left, you can see the 1990s, where it was continuing to go down. And then in this century, it has still continued to go down at a steady pace. The decrease in consumption, the farmers, the dairy industry decided to start having organic milk. That's taking cows out to pasture and letting them roam free and eat grass and produce milk that was from organic, healthy crops. And that that may have counteracted some consumption, but in the end, the trend was still going down. The trend towards less milk consumption was based on the fact that alternatives were coming on the market. And like any product that has competition, everybody wants to win. So almond milk and soy milk are trying to outdo cow's milk through promotions and the fact that they may be healthier with a lot less fat. So which milk do we want to drink? According to this chart from Porin Nemechek company, they graphed out the emissions, the land use, and the water use for different kinds of milks. The emissions use in how much pollution they're putting out from growing the crop, the total land use, and how much water it takes to grow those crops. They showed rice milk, soy milk, oat milk, and almond milk. And out of these, anything besides dairy milk looks better as far as emissions, with almond milk being the lowest. And on land use, all the alternatives look way better than dairy milk. But water use, you start to see some differentiation in the alternatives, with almond milk actually using the most water out of all the alternatives. So we need to pick what's the most sustainable product that we want to buy. A lot of study has been going into why we're changing our desire to drink milk and go into alternative fluids to drink besides milk. Studies like from the USDA show that there's generational differences according to the headline, but it really is a a question of our families. It looks like their families are buying dairy milk and alternative milks at the same time. And maybe in the families, children aren't drinking as much dairy milk anymore. And through the change in generations, the consumption of milk is going to decrease. Maybe, or maybe not. But we've seen in other reports that the the non-dairy milks, the alternative milks here in 2015 have been growing quite a bit, and they continue to in this day of 1920 or 2022. So are vegans right? The vegans population that doesn't like to have anything to do with meat, I guess they've made their choices. They've even produced their own vegan food guide, similar to our old food pyramid that the FDA used to produce. But are the vegans right, or are we just, as a population, shifting away from fat-filled drinks? Within the industry, of course, there's a lot of competition between almond milk and soy milk. Each wants to get their share of the market, and they want to prove to the public that they are the most sustainable type of alternative to dairy milk. Um, Almond milk looks great, it grows on trees. Soy milk is made out of soy. That soy is in our foods. All kinds of different foods have soy in it. I don't know if soy milk with their 105 calories in a glass of milk seems a little high, but I think I'll start the transition with oat milk myself. In conclusion, I know this is giving the buyers in the grocery stores a lot of headaches. What's the new fad? What type of new milk is coming out? Or will the dairy milk make a comeback? Who knows? But anyhow, I want to know. I know the cows want to know. And I think I'll start putting alternative milks in my refrigerator along with the dairy milk to see if I can make a choice and switch over at least 50% of the time to alternative milks. Thank you very much for your time.